Welcome to the kitchen table
on Friedland Road,
where today we're going to start talking about fall desserts.
Best desserts.
Best desserts because I don't know about you, Susie, because you're a little south, but here in New Jersey, we have the change of the season with the temperature, which really changes what kind of food we eat. And that includes a lot of desserts.
Mm-hmm.
So I know the tradition is pies. Everybody loves
Absolutely. Apple pie. I made one yesterday.
Pumpkin.
Oh, I love pumpkin pie too.
How do we feel about pecan pie? Is that a fall dessert or
I don't know.
anytime?
Well, is that pecan or is it pecan?
Oh, well, now.
Just
what
look
do you
at
question? A Southern girl, what would a Southern girl say?
I don't know.
That's because you're from New Jersey. It's
You're
pecan.
not there long enough.
We say, hey, y'all want some pecan pie? Oh,
See?
yes, pecan.
I say pecan pie.
Pecan
I feel
pie?
like that's fall, where it's like earthy with like nuts.
Well,
or...
regular pecan pie or chocolate pecan pie?
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Oh, Chris loves chocolate pecan pie. You put some cocoa powder in it, and it has a whole different level of flavors. Pretty awesome.
Okay, so then that's your job to bring when you come up and we go to the farm. What about when you do go to the farm, the famous apple cider donuts, or what are they?
Yes, apple cider donuts. I remember going to one at the very top of New Jersey. I don't know the name of the county that we were in or the farm, but you actually got to watch it. And the donuts being made. We took you there. And the fun we had.
It was great because your hands were cold. I think that added to the fun because the apple cider was hot and your hands were so cold. And then you had a hot donut in your mouth.
Yeah.
So I think the temperature influences the enjoyment.
You know what? I think the temperature sure does with fall because it's kind of like even the flavors aren't like too custardy and warm and cozy. They're crisp. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a difference in the flavor.
It's very possible. That even resonates when you're cooking because you're looking forward to making a stew and everybody having that with dumplings
and the smell of it in the house is what's
and the fireplace on, and that's what fall is, and that's why I'm so happy I have a fireplace.
Guys, I want to ask you a question. So my neighbor yesterday made pumpkin bread, and he sent over a loaf of pumpkin bread. So,
right.
Do you guys make pumpkin bread?
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes it's pumpkin bread, banana bread. Banana bread, that's another fall one.
Yeah.
But I have made the pumpkin. What is it?
Zucchini bread.
Oh, zucchini bread. Yeah, people make that a lot too. I haven't really made that. I'm mostly into pies.
Yeah, that kind of scares me. Maybe I had, someone brought to work I think it was like a banana bread with chocolate on top.
Oh, now that sounds good.
Wow, that was really good, and it was very moist and stuff. But you know what else is a nice fall thing?
What?
The s'mores.
Oh, s'mores. But that you have all the time.
Winter.
All the time.
Wait, you think winter when you think s'mores?
Well, here. Well, I guess this is a north-south thing. Because guys down here, like if you go to a farm to visit Santa, they'll have a fire pit and you can make s'mores. And up in Nashville, we go there because they have the gingerbread contest. It's the coolest thing. And it's like masters in gingerbread. Like people who are like unbelievably amazing. So we go there and we just like look and it's so amazing. And then they have the arboretum right outside of Asheville, where they have all the Christmas lights, and it's huge.
Oh,
It's like
that
acres
sounds
and acres.
beautiful.
It is. But you also, for like $5, they'll give you like a Hershey bar, some graham crackers, and a big stick. And it's
Right,
something
right,
we
right.
do like around Christmas time. And there's
Oh, how about
Santa, and we
that?
make s'mores.
See, now for us, Christmas time, we're in the house.
Oh, yeah.
We-
Yeah.
That's where fall comes in. Or, I mean, summer is fun for s'mores too, but you have to be able to be outside. At
Right.
least that's what I think.
So you know
Yeah.
what I did once? Because it was, well, several times until Chris told me, please stop. Oh, so Sadie at the time maybe was 7 or 8, and she had such a good time making the s'mores because it was so fun.
Right.
And she was like, Mom, can we do s'mores? And I was by myself with her, and I was like, well, we can't really. We're in a townhouse community. How am I gonna go build a fire in the backyard? So I got a candle. I lit the candle. And I said, "Look, candles s'more. What a good idea." She loved them. It was great.
There
I
you
guess-
go.
You know, I guess if you really need a s'more, but you're missing that whole outside.
But you're still there with the
fire.
fire. You know,
What-
you got your little stick.
What about only one time a year that I know of, Malamars?
Malamars. Oh,
Aren't they called Malamars?
I do love Malamars. They are my downfall.
And when I find them in the store, they kind of resemble that
A s'more.
that s'more where they have the
Yes.
marshmallow and a cracker and they're covered with the chocolate.
when
But
you're
they're so
when you're
easy to eat.
desperate. When you're desperate, and Dorothy, you're always desperate for a cookie.
Well, you know, I mean, cookies are so just
You know.
easy to eat. They're
Oh yeah.
you
Oh
just
yeah.
walk by and you grab one, you know? It's not like you have to get a plate or a fork, all those technical things to have a snack.
Right. That's true. And your father's been living on them for 85 years, and he's doing very well. God bless him. His everything is filled with cookies and tea.
Well,
Cookies, tea, pie, whatever.
that's, you know what? He's still kicking. Then I think I should follow his footsteps. I don't know. What do you think, Sue?
I think so. I think there's nothing wrong. The other day, I gave Sadie a piece of pumpkin pie for breakfast because I was like, you know what?
Absolutely.
Every
That's
once in a while,
excellent.
just have a piece of pie for breakfast. Like, we don't always have to have cereal or eggs or,
Exactly right. A piece of pie, especially pumpkin pie, is a very
Ooh.
healthy.
You know what I'm actually really good at, guys?
What?
I do a layer of cheesecake on the bottom, and then I have the pumpkin.
Oh.
So it's kind of like my thing. Chris always asks me,
Oh,
if-
that sounds.
and
How
it's
do you
really
do
awesome.
that? Tell
I
me,
have
how
a
do you
recipe.
do it?
All recipes. I swear it is the best, most awesome place that you can go online, because not only do they have amazing recipes, but then people put in the comments and they'll say,
Yeah.
like, hey, listen, this was really good, but make this substitution or change this or change that. So what I do is I read all of the comments. I look at what everyone's saying, and then I modify the
Right.
recipe, and then I'm able to do something that's like
Right.
really, really good.
And
So
you know
you-
what? Your taste is sometimes different than somebody else's. Like, I like something
Right.
a little sweeter where somebody else likes it a little, like, more
Flat.
cakey or
And
bland.
sometimes they'll also give you substitutions. Like, if a recipe, like, oh man, this is going to be really expensive buying all of these ingredients.
Right.
Somebody else
Right.
usually has already thought that and said, hey guys, you don't have to actually buy this. Go ahead and make this substitution. And then you're like, oh, brilliant. I'm so glad I read through all the comments. I love when
Right.
people comment. Also comment on the podcast, folks, because we love comments.
And give thumbs up and let us know what your fall dessert is, because I know Susie's going to be bringing all of these desserts that her specialties up so that we can try it. But I don't
Absolutely.
know.
Now,
Can't
so
wait.
one thing that I am going to do, because Mom found the recipe, is I am going to make the Cinnabons maybe Sunday
Oh.
morning. I
Oh,
thought
I
that would
can't
be a really
wait.
fun thing. On Saturday, I'll get the ingredients. But let me ask you about Cinnabons. Homemade Cinnabons, not store-bought ones, guys.
Right.
Homemade Cinnabons, is that considered a fall dessert or is this a breakfast? And is this not related to time?
I kind of feel like it's breakfast, but I definitely do it's more of a late fall, like uh Christmas. I don't know. I do
Right. It does have
Cinnabons
a
on
Christmas feel
Christmas.
to it, right?
Yeah. I guess it's that cinnamon and
Oh,
then
that the aroma in the house when it's cooking.
It is
Would
good,
you
right?
call it cooking when it's in that bread
The bread maker?
machine and then in the oven and oh geez, that is heaven on earth.
It
I'm
really
gonna
is.
say I feel like you bake bread. Is it bread?
It's
Well,
is it bread?
It is the bread flour that you make it with. So I guess you could put it in that category, but it's a oh gee whiz. It's a bun.
I kind of feel like at this point, I don't care what we call it. Let's just eat it
Oh,
because it's
I
delicious.
agree. Oh, I
They
can't
are
wait.
really good, and I haven't made them in forever. So let's cross our fingers that I'm still good at it.
Oh, I
I'm
hope
sure
so.
you are. Did you buy a new machine?
No,
You didn't? So then you haven't made them
no, I haven't made them.
since you left the machine up north. Oh, well, this is gonna be fun Saturday morning.
Oh, it'll
I
be
hope
nice.
so. I hope so.
I hope so
I hope it's
too.
not a fail. Oh, know what I would love to hear? And if you can, folks, put it in the comments. Your biggest fall fails. Remember? And the reason why I think about this is because I made those and I was all stressed out because I was trying to do a million things and Sadie was a little tiny baby. And I made the Cinnabons, Mom. I wanted to bring them to your house. And I made the mistake of putting nutmeg instead of cinnamon. I had to throw the whole batch out.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
horrible. It was the worst thing I'd ever tasted in my life. And it took hours to make because they take hours to make.
Yes.
I don't want to be a one upper or anything because nutmeg is pretty still good, right? I mean, I guess
It's good in apple pie.
I made pumpkin pie with no sugar.
Oh, that's the
Oh.
worst.
It wasn't terrible. I would like give it to the dog because
Okay.
oh,
I can up you one on that. Your brother painted the roof of the garage for me.
I
and
remember
I
that.
promised him an apple pie. And I made it with Splenda. He almost choked to death. I know. And it was gorgeous. And when he tasted it, he said, "What did you do?" I said, "Well, I made it with Splenda. I didn't want it to be too high in calories. I didn't want to make you fat."
Of some things you just got to go full body.
Oh, yes.
Full send
Oh,
with
yes.
the desserts, please.
Yes. But I'm very upset because I don't know what's gone wrong, but I cannot bake cookies anymore. And I'm very upset over it. My cookies come absolutely horrible. And I don't know what could I be doing wrong. I don't think I'm doing anything different, but they just spread out all over the place. They don't stay in the shape that you put them
Is your
in
butter
the oven.
Is your butter too soft?
Well, this is what I'm wondering. Was the butter too warm? Did I not put the baking soda, which I know you have to put the baking soda. In fact, I doubled it, and my chocolate chip cookies came awful. So I made, because they came so big, so I made the ice cream sandwiches out of them, which was absolutely wonderful. So that worked out. But the oatmeal raisin, terrible.
Well,
Just terrible.
I'm not a fan of oatmeal raisin, but I don't even care if a chocolate chip cookie is a little flat. I'll eat it anyway.
Oh, well,
It's
you'd eat
still
any
dunkable
cookie.
for taste.
They say, guys, that it spreads out and gets flat if you overchurn your butter.
It's the butter.
You're beating your butter too much.
Oh, okay. Well, I will give it another try, but not for a while because I'm disgusted with it. Right now, like you said, it is pie time.
Now,
Absolutely.
it's definitely pie time. But one more thing before we
Yeah.
think about that.
Yes.
I just heard recently that after you make your dough, put your dough in the refrigerator
Oh,
to
we do.
chill. Oh,
I
you
I
Oh,
do?
have
do you?
my dough goes in the refrigerator sometimes overnight, sometimes just before.
Really?
Yeah, I never put it straight in the cookies. I always chill them.
So that might
Do
help
you
your
use
butter.
All right, let me ask you this, and anybody listening, please help me. Do you use parchment paper or do you put it right on the pan?
Oh, I never put it right on the pan. I
I'm always
always
right on the pan.
oh
Okay. And Dorothy, how do your cookies come out? Right on the pan.
They're fine.
And Susan, yours with the parchment paper.
oh yeah, they're good.
Well, then I'm turning in my apron.
But we also have different water in the South than in the
Yeah.
North. The northern water is different. That's why you guys have really, really good bagels. And if
And
you go
good
to some
pizza.
bagel places here, they'll have big signs that say we import our water.
Don't they import the water from New York, though?
Yeah.
Not Jersey. It's New
Oh,
York.
Yeah, they import it from New York.
In New York. You know, water has a lot to do with your baking as well. Whatever, whatever you're using, all the different ingredients and stuff like that. Everything even the weather. I will not bake when it's very humid out because it's not worth it. Especially, don't try and make a cream puff when it's humid out. It
Well,
will not.
now cream puffs. We're going into Christmas.
I make cream puffs.
I love cream puffs. I love
They
them.
love cream puffs. They make them all the time.
Not fall.
Oh, no, it's not fall.
That
No,
is
it's not fall.
that
Okay,
you
so
went
to
right
you,
at
a cream puff is Christmas?
Oh, it's
Oh,
fall.
yeah.
All the creamy ones, all the creamy desserts, cream puffs,
Key
creme
lime pie,
brulee, creme
cream
brulee.
brulee. Yeah.
Yeah, what
What
about
else?
like a red velvet cake?
Oh, yes.
That is
Everybody loves a red velvet cake.
Oh.
In fact, I have a red velvet cake in the freezer for when you come up.
Oh, awesome. I had a slice of
Yep.
red velvet cake at work today. Somebody brought it.
Oh,
It was so
there
good.
you go.
Trying to think what else is like Christmas. I mean, we're getting off the track of that
cookies.
in fall, but
Cookies.
I know.
chocolate cream pies.
Oh, yes.
That's Christmas.
That's Christmas.
Don't bring that out until later. But yeah, how about apple cobbler?
Oh, I love that.
That's
Oh,
fall.
apple cobbler with ice cream, vanilla ice cream.
Now we're
Oh,
talking
man.
fall.
That's delicious.
Warm.
Warm.
That
Yes.
to me is also the big warm pretzel. Because now I
Oh,
feel like we're in
yeah.
a German restaurant.
Oh, Oh, geez.
Chris
A
always gets the
pretzel
big pretzel, the big
and a
giant
beer.
one that comes.
Yeah.
You
But
think?
you need to have a beer.
All right, back me up a little bit. Where's this where is this pretzel fitting in here?
Oh, we have tons of like German restaurants where you go and as an appetizer, they'll serve you like this big giant pretzel. They'll give
Yeah.
it to you like on a hook, and it'll come with all little dipping sauces. And
Really?
for the table because it's like this big giant
Yes,
pretzel,
yes.
and it's just fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds like fun.
Yeah, a lot
Wow.
of bars have like bar pretzels. I've seen that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, we're talking for an awful long time today. It was great visiting with you girls today. It was a lot of fun talking about
So what
our
are we going to talk about
dessert.
next week?
Oh, I don't know. I
Oh,
don't know. We
gosh.
got to think about that.
Oh no!
Wow.
We'll think
Guys,
of
if
something.
you have an idea for us, leave it in the comments below. We would love
And
to
don't
hear from you
forget-
to give us some
All
ideas.
right.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff.
It just makes us feel good. Okay.
All right.
All right, ladies. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.